Writer's block is a big thing for me. Working to a deadline I find very challenging and it's always hard to overcome.
A lack of passion, a lack of wanting to find out more, a lack of inquisitiveness.
I think that the biggest barriers to creativity is when people are scared of the results.
I don't ever see myself as being restricted in terms of creativity. I just think I'm inherently always being creative, so I don't see there as being any restrictions, and I think also I just have a general positivity in terms of my outlook on life. So I think that getting up each morning, I'm always ready to kind of capture something or be creative. I'm always looking and seeking out opportunities to be creative.
You can block yourself with creativity by sort of over creative, and I think that you have to just think, what am I doing today? Where am I going? What am I going to share with my followers?
I think the biggest barriers are being too self-critical or negative comments.
Self-belief. Everyone can be creative.
Because creativity is a bit like world peace. Everybody wants it, but it's pretty hard to achieve. And one way to achieve it, I think, is just to agree what you really mean and what the words that you use mean.
I think one of the biggest barriers is actually almost inertia, in a way, just that sort of general keeping doing things as you always have done them.
The biggest barrier to creativity that I've got at the moment is money. No barriers to creativity in my life that £1 million wouldn't solve.
I think one of the biggest barriers to creativity is people thinking it's not their job to be creative. There's a really good thing in kind of Google's principles of innovation where they talk about it's everyone's job to be innovative, and I think you can apply that same theory to everyone's job being creative. Creative departments exist, but they shouldn't be the only places where creative thinking and creative activity happens.
The biggest barrier to creativity is when you have to get realistic. I'm not really interested in what's realistic, I'm interested in what's possible. And it's really important to approach creativity from the realm of possibility, not from the realm of limitation.
I once saw Trevor Beatty, a famous creative, do a talk, and it really impressed me, which is the curse of the big idea. And he said, if you're not inventing fire or the wheel, you're not having one. And so the idea that you don't have to come up with a big idea, but lots of small ideas are perfectly fine, liberates you from this idea that every creative act has to be a game-changing, sort of world-altering event, as opposed to just something which moves a discourse on a tiny little bit.
I think it's those dreaded words, let's have a brainstorm. That's immediately going to stop people thinking about it, I think.